Mindlessness in Action, luckily named by Miss Ellie, because she's awesome with naming things. So I thought I would do something new, something on Mondays, just to keep you informed. It's a lot less formal, a lot less editing, which is easier for me. So there's going to be a lot more like dips and like consciousness. You'll get to see a lot of the like where my brain stops working and I go, which will be fine. Might edit out the super long ones. But it's October. Surprise! It's the spooky month. And I thought it'd be awesome that I'm doing Inktober. So I just want to do my Inktober for the day. So I'll draw, I'll doodle some stuff, and we can just talk. And I can talk about my week and some fun stuff, and just in general, whatever pops in my head, I will say, because it works. Yeah, I studied for 4.5 hours today, which was super exciting. And by that I mean not at all. But yeah, I entered the library and went and did biology homework. 2 assignments. I gave up after like the second question. I really didn't want to do it, and I was like, but I gotta. So I did. I watched some John Mulaney, who's one of my favorite comedians. And then I printed my philosophy midterm and the assignment, because there's an assignment due Tuesday, and the midterm, which is due on Thursday. And I had to double check because it has 17 million rules with the midterm, because if you print the wrong one, then it's 70 points off the 140 midterm. But if you don't sign your name, then it's 10, and if you put the like name of what the answer is instead of the number associated with it, then you'll get 5 points off, and it's a huge big mess. And so I had to make sure I did that right, so I spent 20 minutes trying to make sure it was the right thing, and this and that and the other thing. And I did that. So I entered the library with the sun still out, with a coffee in hand, and I left dark and tired. It's dark outside. It's still raining. It's been raining so much that it's like kind of depressing. I mean, I like rain. I like the raining like when I'm inside, but when you walk outside and it's raining, it's like the Inktober for the 7th of October is exhausted, which is very ironic because that is what I am. Very exhausted. I don't even know what I'm going to do yet. But yeah, it's interesting, just because I have midterms this week. So I had 1 last week, and I have 2 this week, and then my biology isn't until after fall break, which I think is super annoying, but I mean, it is what it is. Yeah, but I mean, it's okay. Yesterday I went out with friends and everything, super late, because we were gonna see if there was any action on like campus, and there was like a party sort of thing, like that was put on by Creighton that none of us really wanted to go to, because it was like a friend date sort of thing. So it was like, oh, bring you and a friend can come, and it was not super exciting, so none of us really wanted to go. So we didn't. And we were waiting for like, hey, in this dorm there's a something, and nothing came up, because it's midterms. So people are either intensely studying, or they're having hidden parties, which happens, I guess. So we just went out and we went driving, and we went down near my house, went to the park, which is super nice, and then all of us kind of like split off. So it was me, my friend Glenn, and then like Melanie and Alex went off, and we just sat and talked for a while. It was a lot of fun. Then we drove around. We went to Cane's. I'm allergic to poultry, so that was super exciting. So I just got a drink. I wasn't super hungry, so it's fine with me. But it was fun. Good Saturday night kind of thing. I was really tired this morning though, because I was out until like 3 and I didn't go to bed till like 4, because great student. And this morning I woke up at 1 and I had rehearsal for my a cappella group at 2. So I ate and I walked up to the lady who has to like scan my card, and she could just tell by my face that I didn't want to talk to her. So she didn't talk to me and she just took my card and did the most quiet thank you. I put it back into my lanyard to go eat. Because I wasn't having it. And people are like, hey, do you want to go to breakfast? And I was like, no, I do not want to do that at all. I'm sorry. But everybody understands, because like, we're all tired. We're all extremely tired. Because that's kind of what college is you're tired all of the time. And it just is what it is. Which is my official motto for my life, is just, it is what it is. Which is why the desk is messy, because my Friday videos are a lot more like nice and pretty and planned, and these videos will not be as nice and pretty and planned. Just me living my life, being tired, which is okay. It's pretty exciting. No, but college is fine. I never want people to think that I don't like college. It's just hard. It's very hard. Because I'm in a nice school, and they take pride in their academics, which is fantastic. But it just means it's harder. So instead of my teachers being teachers, they are doctors in whatever they're teaching, which is so amazing because they know what they're doing and they know what they're talking about. But it just means that it's a lot harder. A lot harder. It makes me sad sometimes because it's just so hard. But as the motto says, it is what it is. But the videos are a good outlet, which is why I do them. Which is always good. Notification. Yeah. But I don't consider myself an artist, so these aren't going to be super good. And that's okay. Because it's not about being fantastic. It's about drawing. Because if you don't draw, then you'll never get good. Because you can't paint. The greats weren't paint. The greats weren't great because at birth they could paint. The greats were great because they paint a lot. That is from Macklemore, from 10,000 Hours. I'm gonna do a shout out because I can. 21 Pilots came out with their new album, which is the best thing. It's Trench. It's available everywhere. Go listen to it. I have always loved 21 Pilots with all of my teeny tiny heart. My brother got me into them around 2014, I want to say. 2014, 2015. Before Blurry Face came out. And so I saw them in concert, and I actually have a shirt that they don't sell anymore. Because it was from way back when. But yeah, it's one of my favorite shirts. And I wish they would bring it back, but I know that they won't, and I think it's super cool. I have a 21 Pilots shirt that most people don't have. But so that came out, and I could gush about it forever, so I'm going to gush about it for a little bit. Because I love it to death. But yeah, and even if you're not a super I I can't explain their music, I have to say. But if you don't think you're going to like it, at least try it. Because, like, it's so good. And, like, I mean, Tyler Joseph, who's the, main singer, like, his music is a little controversial. Because I do not have a black pen. It's over there. Hold on. No, he wrote a controversial song because it's about suicide. But, I mean, it's very, like, sensitive, but the thing that I always think is not funny, but interesting, is that, Tyler has written about suicide in, I think, every album. And so it's just funny to me that now people are like, oh my goodness, controversial song about suicide. How could he? It's like Guns for Hands was about suicide, and a lot of his older stuff that was like one of the like themes was because that, I mean, as a teenager, that's what Tyler faced. So it's like a whole thing. But I just think it's super empowering. So that's what I studied too. I did my biology homework too today. John Mulaney and 21 Pilots Trench. And both of them were great. But the controversial song is Neon Gravestones. Great song. But I don't think there's a song on the album that I don't like. Because usually that's one where you're like, oh, okay. Like, this one's like, gross. But I don't think I have any of those. They repeat a lot. And I mean, depending on my mood, depends on, like, which song I like the most. Because, like, I love Banditos. But, like, sometimes I just need, like, a jammin' song. So I can listen to it. And sometimes I just can't listen to the screaming jumpsuit. Just can't do it. So. But it's interesting. And I have 17 million theories already, and I will not bore everyone here with that. I might make a video about it. I don't know. But they're super cool. I love them. I'm gonna see them in concert in November, which is the best ever. Because I love them, and this will be my third time seeing them in concert. And it's cool to see them grow, but like, I saw them in a bar with like 300 people, which is super cool, which is where I got my green shirt. But like, it's cool to see them grow, but I want to go back to that because it was just so intimate. And it was like, back then, like, none of us thought they were gonna get big. It was just this really awesome band that my brother and I loved to death. And they were just, it was super cool that they were coming to Omaha and everything. And like, we didn't think anything of it. And now I'm gonna go see them in an arena because they just have so many people who love them, which is fantastic. But if I knew now back then, I think I would have made more of an effort to like meet them. Because now there's a smaller chance of me ever getting to meet them, like, in person. I think that's one of my wishes of, like, on your bucket list. I think it's to meet Josh and Tyler. Because they're just super cool. And they remind me of me. And it's super cool to meet people like that. Because there's not a whole lot of us. Because everybody's special. And everybody's different. And, like, being able to meet someone who thinks like me and feels like me would be so cool. And they're fantastic musicians. I mean, they're unbelievable musicians. Like, Tyler writes all of his own music, which is so cool. It's so cool. The thing about art and, like, stuff that it doesn't have an answer is that it's never finished. Of like, people will work and work and work and work on their stuff, and they'll never be happy with it. because they're the one that made it. And I'm feeling that right now. If I'm not happy with it, and if I had time, I would go back and redraw it, but I don't. And I think it's pretty the way that it is. So we're just gonna roll with it. I'm gonna add to the eyes, make them all nice and pretty. But things are never done, they just come out. And I feel that way about like my videos and my art and everything. Of like, I'm always happy with my videos, that's why I put them out. But I'm never like truly satisfied, because like I always want them to be better. And so it's like, well, I could have said this differently, or I wish I would have edited that better, or I wish I would have added music behind this, and like, I didn't, and that's okay. So, this is it. I don't know if that's great. It is. And it focused. Awesome. Yeah, so that's my exhaustion. I did the first couple days. I have to go back and do a couple days because I got lazy and I didn't do it. So this one, I have to see what it is because I don't remember. Let me look. Hold on. Yeah. But I mean, it's super cool that I get to do stuff like this. And especially like being able to draw things and like have motivation, because a lot of the time people are like, but I don't know what to draw. But with Inktober, it's like, well, this is what the general thing you should draw. And then you can do it or not do it. So this one is poisonous, excuse me. No, focus, no, focus. See, it's nice and pretty. And then, because it's like dead cricket, because it poisoned it. Right there, the cricket. I did that one. I did both of these during work. And then this one is Tranquil, which I also think is super cool. So, I have a couple more to do, but... So, I plan to do this every week and just sit down and talk about the week and what's going on in my head and do some doodles. And maybe it'll be me stretching while I do it or something, but it's just something easy for me to do that it doesn't require as much editing or as much planning. That's why it's mindlessness, because sometimes I just have to do something, and this is my way to like do it and just talk and have fun. So thanks for watching. I hope you like the past video of my weekend with Ellie, because it was so much fun. This week's video, if everything goes as planned, it'll be about studying and midterms, since I'm having midterms this week. Just like tips, tricks, weird things that have happened during my midterms. So that'll be Friday, hopefully. And luckily I have an early midterm, because I have it on Tuesday. And so which means I have Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday to film and edit, and I have it out by Friday. So that's the plan. Like, comment, subscribe, the huge. Yeah. Tell me if you like this. If you don't, make sure to tell me, because then I won't do it. But if you do, just tell me and I'll keep doing them, probably, even if a lot of people don't like them, because I think they're fun. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye!